Drum fills are a regular part of life for us drummers, and the fact is, they're not always so easy to pull off.
Loser.
Many times we make mistakes when we're first starting out, and the key is to dissect those mistakes and figure out where we went wrong so that we can get the train back on the tracks. So in this video, I'm gonna put a name to the most common drum fill mistakes that show up in our drumming. And I'm also gonna show you what they sound like. What about you? Which one shows up in your playing the most? Put it down in the comments and let me know. Now let's get down to it and screw up some drum fills. The first one is called the Wanderer. This is where you start on beat 1 and you end on beat 1 of the next measure, but in between it's kinda wonky. There's an old song called The Wanderer, and it talks about I roam around, 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 around. And that's what we do in this drum fill. We go into it and we just kind of bounce around, never really landing it until 1 of the next measure. The second one is the party crasher. We all know that guy at the party. He's inappropriate, he says things that shouldn't be said, maybe a little bit embarrassing, probably shouldn't have invited him, maybe you didn't invite him, he just showed up. That's what this drum fill is about. It's all about playing inappropriate drum fills at inappropriate times.
Oh no.
Number 3 is the thief, and he's here to steal your beat. And I mean literally steal your beat. This is where you go into the drum fill, and instead of coming out of it in time, you actually drop a beat. So you come out on beat 4, or you come out on the end of 4, and you're not trying to do something cool, you just lost your place.
Oh no.
The fourth one is called the Overachiever. Come on, we all hate the Overachiever, right? Always sucking up to the teacher, doing more than is required. You don't need extra credit for this one. Just give the drum fill as many beats as it needs. So instead of like the last one where we dropped a beat, we actually are adding beats to this one. So we add an extra 8th note or we add a quarter note. And again, we're not trying to be hip or cool. We actually just don't know where we are. The fifth one is the blabbermouth. No one likes a blabbermouth. Music is a language, it's not a one-sided discussion. Don't play so many drum fills. Very simply, this is just where you're playing too many drum fills in too many places and too many parts of the songs that are just really not called for. And number 6 is the all caps. You ever talk to that person on social media, or that person in your email where everything is always caps? They're always yelling at you.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Yeah, don't be that person. This one is where you play a drum fill and you use absolutely zero dynamics or articulation. It's lacking any dynamic flow. It's always too loud or it's always too soft and there's no dynamic articulation. It's just one volume all the time. The seventh one is something I call the OCDer. This one is about you being obsessively compulsive about the drum fill always being the same all the time. Every drum fill you play is always the same. Sometimes this comes from lack of ability or knowledge. You just don't know enough or haven't explored them enough to have options. Sometimes this comes from laziness where you just go on autopilot. And sometimes this comes from you are actually obsessive about every note needs to be in that place at that time in the specific part of the song. And you've got 3 or 4 drum fills that fill that for you, and so you just default to those.
Oh no!
Number 8 is the trip at the finish liner. I know that's a long name, but this is where you go into the drum fill successfully. You play it, right? But when you come out of it, it takes you 2, 3, sometimes 4 beats to settle back into the groove of the song. When you play a drum fill, you want to go into it successfully, you want to play it successfully, but not only that, you want to finish it successfully and get into the next section of the song cleanly.
Oh no!
The 9th is the stair fall. If you've ever fallen down the stairs, you know that things can start pretty slow, but they speed up pretty quickly and oftentimes end badly. This is when we play a drum fill and we actually speed up within the drum fill. So the song is like 3, 4, 5, 10 BPMs faster than when we originally went into that drum fill a couple beats before. The 10th one is the mountain climber. Any of you that have ever climbed a mountain, you know you start at the bottom with the best of intentions to get to the summit, but somewhere along the way, you literally start breathing up a lung. You're on your hands and knees, and you are just hoping you can get to the top so that this horrible, horrible trip can be over. Quite simply, this is where you go into a drum fill, and instead of speeding it up,
you slow the song down.
The next one is the ball hog. Now, what do I mean by the ball hog? This is where you forever and ever only use your hands when you're playing a drum fill.
But too late to get it. And 5 minutes go up on the clock, overtime here in game 1.
I oftentimes see this in drummers that are coming from a rudimental background and they bring that over to the drum kit. They just never use their feet, and so therefore they're using only their hands and not involving the feet. Look, sometimes this is called for, but guess what? You've got 2 hands and 2 feet. You've got some great players on the sideline. Put them in the game, coach. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out this one, which is the first one in this series on drumming mistakes.